Hi guys, I'm here to break down racist mind. My latest on playlist 23 and 24. So I really wrote the song sometime around I forget when I wrote it. This is when a lot of like Black Lives. Uh, LGBT Black Lives Matter stuff was like heating up, and if you didn't support them, they hated on you, and like yeah. So this to break down the first couple of lines. You got a racist mind, thinking you're only your ways right, even though even though you solve it out like a math equation. Mm. I dropped like math because you have to like solve things like a math equation, you know. And then there's some people who are like who like don't like other people from other cultures. Like if you're not white, they don't like you. I've noticed that before. This and they, you don't like others because they're not white or speak English. How we still believe in the culture is not yours. And that was yes. Also, I read don't know like that sort of ties in with the previous lines. Yeah. So, and the next couple of lines, social media's got a hold on you, making you think Black Lives Matter and how all cops are bad, white supremacy is high, all lives matter is poison, black would affect them more than anyone else. If you're not with them, you're a racist. And that was like just the part where basically you're like saying, yeah, the social media and like what the media is trying to like mainstream media now, it's trying to like say make people think that this is bad and this is good and yeah, and so yeah, I've had to fight with a lot of people about that one. So hold on, you're wrong. You're not everyone's a victim of racism. Not all black people went through it all along without like put your mind like a Brita filter, only caring about them, ignoring reality. Now that's all like so. Many like back, some black people went on social media saying they never went through like racism, and yeah, some famous people like Lil Wayne was like one of them. He said he had never dealt with racism in his life before, so and it was never who would never like follow you Black Lives Matter. And the beta filter is I'm explaining like you're trying to like filter it through your mind. So if someone tells you the truth, that filter through your mind, they only take in lies, and then they filter out the truth. That's what sort of like filtering out stuff, ignoring reality, and also at the next couple lines, it's the bad cops that ruin it for the good cops. They have no reason to attack them. Agree, killing someone is bad, and no matter who you are. But if you want black people getting away with crimes, I'm against you. That is like that had to do with George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery. So back then, months ago, like we did not know like who was if the cops were the bad guys or Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd were the bad guys, and then it turns out they were the bad guys. The cops were like trying to like were the good guys, and yeah, the Black Lives Matter and the Marxists they're kept on mainstream media still trying to like criminal make cops look like the villains and criminals heroes, and all this vandalizing land terror, I think looting and making it worse. Racism is just one racist. Don't say I'm talking dumb. See people talking others like to go back where you came from, cause you can't accept our differences. Then that yours is hard than mine. No, that was sort of yeah. So what the criminals were doing right now, and it was like yeah, it was happening all the way from like June, July, August, September. It was, yeah, crazy, crazy. And people would think when only racism they were only talking about black people, except they were more talking about Mexicans, Asians, or like other people that were also being affected. Also made a song about this. I forgot what the title is. I'll look it up. Probably might have been one of the earlier ones around that time. Oops. So, yeah. But I did one. So, well, I'm ready to kick your ass back to Europe. If you're telling me to go back to China, fucking racist, get your countries right. That that part is though people have mistaking all my life. People have been mistaking me for like Chinese or Japanese all the time, and it's yeah. Well, I'm Korean. I'm not. And basically, anyone who had like been born after 1492 in North America is technically an immigrant. So if you're not an immigrant, like a native person, yeah, we're all immigrants. I, I say I support all races, but you say I'm racist for supporting everyone. I ain't excluding anybody that it's left wing media intoxicating the Marcus toying with you. Yet you still think abnormal is normal. So yeah, that one was like so yeah, I just because I didn't. I mentioned who these people. Yeah, I've mentioned their names before. Ben Appleman, Nick McConville. Yeah, they said just because I don't support about Black Lives Matter. I support everybody because like yeah everybody because in the Asian community stuff really got ugly and uh just before I think started right before June ended. Yeah, and Far East movement and Shasha Jones they made a song. I'm glad that they made that for the Asian community. And so technically, if I support all lives, I'm not excluding Black Lives Matter. I don't have to specifically say, I have to say Black Lives Matter, Asian, Hispanic Lives Matter, and Mexican Lives Matter, European Lives Matter, African Lives Matter. No one wants everyone to like drop every single like thing. Like they just want to support all means everybody. Yeah. Well. Yeah. So I didn't exclude anybody. And also, my friend Heather, I'm not friends with her anymore because of this. That also caused uh, stuff got so and a lot of this was like caused by the left wing and the media that was like supporting Black Lives Matter. and people that think abnormal is normal. I don't know how to explain that one. It's kind of obvious. And the Marxists are toying with you. That is, yeah, because Black Lives Matter is run by the Marxist group, and if you rub it in my face, I'll smoke you out. Yelling won't work against me. So some people will like. I've noticed many people will try and yell at other people, just trying to over overpower them, and like the others, they can't be heard. So every time like someone insults me and I wrote a diss against them, not a single person wrote a diss against me. So which kind of ties in with better come up with the diss and rebuttal against me, because all I see is crap. Turning a book of excuses, you ain't gonna racist mind. Because I've seen like people like not use like a different ways like trying to come back at me with what they say their harsh criticism, because they don't like what I support, and they don't like all lives matter. They only like Black Lives Matter, and yeah. And none of these people have ever experienced racism except me. Uh, like they don't know what it's like. Uh, and the reason I made this was because people just because they don't agree with what another person says, but they turn to like accusing each other of racism. But I'm not being racism to them. I tell them, yeah, I support this. But if they're gonna push me into it, that's gonna push me into my limits. That also explains why I wrote my latest song, "The Limit." So that's the breakdown of Racist Mind. So you guys, check out Racist Mind on all channels.